Hello, it's Andrew from GrowTropicalMK. Today I'm going to show you how I take cuttings of Monstera, develop roots and pot them on afterwards. It's all incredibly easy to do. Join me now for the full journey. So this is the Monstera Albo variety. It's got this lovely variegation in the leaves. Bought this a couple of years back. I haven't taken any cuttings off of it. It's become rather leggy. Show you an example of one of the aerial roots it puts out. It's about 2 foot long. I'm going to put these cuttings in water, and I'm also going to use a mix of sphagnum moss and perlite, and also do some cuttings that way as well. So without hesitation, let's begin. Firstly, let's show you where we're going to take these cuttings. Take out the support. With Monstera, you need to do internodal cuttings and preferably get a bit of root on them. The first cutting we're going to do here, chop. So I've cleaned the secateurs with rubbing alcohol. You can also use diluted bleach and just make sure you wash it off with water afterwards, ensuring that these cutters are clean and you don't infect the plant in any way. Second cutting point, internodal. So you're looking at the point in between these two nodes. You can see that's got a nice aerial root attached to it as well. And in fact, seeing as we've got one here and we've got a good number of roots here, I'm also going to take a cutting just there. Again, in the middle. Wow, I'm getting a lot more cuttings than I thought I was going to out of this. Take my sphagnum moss, my big bag of sphagnum moss. We're going to be using it all. This is going to go into this bucket here. Crumble it all up. It's just about loosening it, making it so it's not compact, nice, light and airy. There we go. I'm going to take some perlite. And add about the same amount to the sphagnum moss. What we'll do is we'll give this a pre-moisten now. So I'm just going to go out to the hose. One moment. While we're here, we're going to fill up these 2 vases as well. Now that this mixture of sphagnum moss and perlite is wet, it'll be easier to merge it all together. So I'm going to get 2 substantial pots, not too small and not too big. Dump a wonderful sphagnum moss perlite mixture into them. This aerial root, we don't need all of that. Make a nice little dent in the pot. We're going to put the cutting in. Let's chop a bit more of that root off. And we want to bury the nodes. So what you want to do is make sure this doesn't dry out, but you definitely don't want it being too wet. The perlite and the sphagnum moss will kind of see to that anyway. But yeah, just do keep an eye on the dryness, the wetness levels. And when it is fully rooted, you could probably be watering this once every week and a half, every 2 weeks. Again, let's snip a bit of that off to ensure that it fits in the pot. About there. There's a good amount of leaves on that one. I've actually run out of sphagnum moss now. So these last three even, we're going to do them in the water. So it doesn't take long for them to produce nice roots. It's just a case of it kind of holds its own on the top. That's a little bit thin, this vase, as you can see. Let's put that one in there. And the last cutting, I think this will fit in nicely. Can go in there. Beautiful. So we've got 2 in the water, well, 2 in that vase, 1 in that vase, 2 more here, which are in the sphagnum moss and perlite mix. So here we are a few months on from where I initially took those cuttings. This is the main plant, and as you can see, it's put out this beautiful new leaf here. Got some great variegation on it with a nice blotch of white on there. I've mixed up a load more sphagnum moss and perlite. I've got the sphagnum moss from a company called Natural Green Moss. I'll put the link in the description. I found this one was the best value. I've used it before and it's performed well. This is the one that I potted up in that sphagnum moss, and as you can see, it is well rooted. It's got a little bit of burning on the edges of the leaves, but this is because I've left it outside. It's kind of the middle of November now, so ideally these need to remain in the greenhouse probably for the next couple of weeks, and then ideally be brought in the house. Now let's show you the cuttings from the water. As you can see, some beautiful roots on this one. I'm going to keep that as a main plant. This one also, lovely roots on that. And another here also. When I initially got this plant here, it was just 1 leaf, same as these, just 1 leaf with the roots on. I used the sphagnum moss and perlite mixture, and I put it into this vase here. What was really cool is that you could see the roots developing. It doesn't actually have a drainage hole in it. I don't think that really matters. As long as you're not overwatering it and keeping an eye on the moisture content, you shouldn't have any problems. So I'm going to pot the largest one, this one, into here. Let's get rid of this water first. Ta-da! See, some really nice roots have formed on that. Easy to do. You get your sphagnum moss, pop it on in, create a little bit of a dent in that. We don't need to do any trimming of these roots. We may have to do on another one in a minute, but we'll see. So I'm going to edge those roots into the sphagnum moss and perlite mixture, and I'm just going to top that up a bit as well. I've already moistened the sphagnum moss and perlite mixture, but I'll give it a little top up of water as well. But there you go, it's as simple as that. Now, when the roots develop, I'll be able to see them crawling around the edges of this glass. I'm going to put this in my bathroom, really good place for it. Doesn't receive any direct sunlight, and yeah, it appears to love it there. So pick a good location, not in full sun, Ideally, you want to be bringing them in the house. Unlike me, I like to kind of push boundaries where I can. So we've got this one here. I'm just going to pick up a normal pot for it. We go for that. That's a nice deep one, so that'll fit all of the root in. Yeah, let's go for it. Little hole in it. Jam that in. Bit more on top. And push it down firmly. And I think that will be perfect. So that's the one that was pre-potted. Yep, all doing good. That's that one. Aha, there you are. So this one, as you can see, it's a bit straggly in terms of its roots. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the size of the pot. Ideally, we want this little bit here. That'd be okay. So I'm going to chop it off just where these little roots have appeared here, like so. I'm going to get some more sphagnum moss and perlite mixture. I'm going to get that one in as well. This one, as you can see, is actually already forming its next stalk. Exciting times. Beautiful. Oh, we've even got a nice bit of sun at the moment coming through. That's great. It is November, but it's incredibly mild in the UK. If it was, if it was any colder, I'd probably be seriously thinking about bringing these in. But to be fair, most of the houseplants I do leave out 6 months of the year. As you can see on this one as well, it's got a lovely amount of roots on there, and it's also putting up its new, what do you call it, shoot. Not too keen on that pot, it's a bit broken, so we're going to go for this one. Check that it fits inside, excellent. What I like about these is it's very, very unpredictable how variegated the next leaf is going to be. Obviously this is the Monstera Albo variety. However, the green variety, there is absolutely no difference in the way that you'd propagate them. And there's also a number of other varieties, such as Thai Constellation. I can't remember the name of the others, but there are many variants, as there are with most plants. Just going to be careful of that new bit there. And basically, my £20 that I've spent on this sphagnum moss mixture and perlite, well, the perlite actually cost me a little bit more, probably, I know it cost a tenner as well, but there's only about £2 worth of perlite in here. So that's £22 to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pots of Monstera. That needs a little bit more water on it. As you can see, some of this moss is still a bit dry, but I'll do that in a minute as well. Let's fill that up. Let's fill that up. Perfect. So there you go. I've had 100% success rate with rooting of these, and they are a very, very easy plant to propagate. Monstera Albo varieties, these are very expensive, or they were very expensive. I think I paid something like £27 for the first leaf or the first cutting that I bought. And as you can see, I've now got loads of Monstera cuttings. Do let me know the results that you've had with Monstera cuttings. And if you can give any better advice than I have here today, I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't already, do like and subscribe. There's plenty of other propagation videos, videos dedicated to garden tours, and all manner of other things garden related. Do have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.